He would have the same if scientists
Says
went
the
against
guy
Trump.
Who wants to deploy the National Guard against the wish of the governors.
Interrupting. Every time you interrupt, I'm going to talk another 3 minutes.
Hey, at least that was the alpha game.
Rob, I'm going to need you to start selling energy drinks more.
Thank you. Yeah.
Please.
I didn't even eat dinner today. I went straight from physical therapy to 2 panels. So, but I'm fat, so I won't eat tonight because I know it's not good. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Where to even go with this? I just want to say real quick on the idea of like, we always have to trust the generals. Yeah, we trust them in Libya. How'd that go? We trust them in Iraq. How'd that go? The idea that we have to pay one insurgency to fight another. Yeah, that's why we're in Afghanistan, Connor, because we trusted the generals. They all thought it was a good idea to arm the Mujahideen, so we got to go back. I'm fucking sick and tired of this. It's just more, Connor is making the military equivalent of trust the science. Oh, you can't have questions. You know, you just got to trust. And if the scientists in Trump's orbit, you know, didn't trust Trump, they should have subverted him and went behind his back. Total, absolute horseshit. Mad Dog Mattis, for example, he's so cool. He's a warrior poet. Want to know what he said about Trump's response to the George Floyd riots? They were too militarized. That's what Tough Guy Mattis was saying, the warrior poet. That's what he said about Trump's response to left-wingers burning this fucking country down. But that's cool because Connor works for those groups.
To preserve the Republic, Rob. You want to say some shit like that in a fucking outro? Are you retarded?
I mean, you can't even follow decorum.
You want to use the military on domestic fucking soil, you fucking asshole?
Allow me to repeat what I said, you fucking low IQ pretend book reading motherfucker.
Militarized because Trump wanted to use the fucking military, you dipstick.
Mattis said, let's find the direct quote. Warning against militarizing our response. Mattis said that Trump's the first president who, let me see. Criticisms Trump, George Floyd, accusing the president of dividing the nation and warning against militarizing our response. Can you tell me specifically what Trump said, since you're going to interrupt? Can you tell me what Mattis is responding to? Specifically, he said militarize our response. Go ahead. What was the policy that Trump advocated for?
This is outros, so I don't want to get this into you, but hold on. This is an important point.
You interrupted, fuckhead. Now answer.
I want to make my point, and then I want to let you finish your outro. The fact that we're talking about republicanism and conservatism, and you're criticizing a military member who doesn't want a military response to domestic unrest almost proves my entire fucking point. So if you want to have a conversation at a future fucking date specifically about that incident, I am happy to. I would prefer to let you finish your outro, and then we'll both get food because I am hangry.
I'm not eating. I'm not eating. And again, notice he made fun of
I'm
Gibbs.
Fat and I'm hungry.
He made fun of Gibbs for not being. He made fun of Gibbs for not being able to give an answer to socialism. Yet he can't tell me what the policy that Mattis was criticizing that Trump suggested that said it would be.
You want to do this now or later,
motherfucker? Maybe you shouldn't interrupt in the outro with your fucking bullshit if you're unprepared to answer.
Say some fucking wild shit.
Oh, what was so wild? That I said that Mattis, who said that Trump was dividing the nation and
psycho, right? Schedule another debate.
Right. Then don't interrupt in the fucking outro, you sack of shit.
And don't say we should use the fucking military on domestic shit, you fucking asshole.
All right, I'm going to pause.
What Mattis was objecting to.
I'm going to pause, and I want Connor to show. Go look at the video. Find a timestamp when I said we should use the military and domestic people.
That's what Mattis was saying about Trump.
When did Trump say that? Give me an example. What did Trump say that Mattis was saying it?
Mattis, who was in the fucking meetings with him.
So you don't know.
Stupid fuck.
Do you also trust me right now? Do you also trust that Trump was too dividing the nation over the George Floyd? You trust that too?
Yeah, I trust James Mattis over Trump.
Okay, so let's
talk. What are you talking about?
So here we go. So Connor wants to interrupt, and he clearly doesn't have to. I just trust something was there. If Mattis said
you asked him to talk during your closing.
No, I didn't. He interrupted during my closing, and then I asked a question. Jeb, can't you pay attention either? It's evident from the debate you can't. Don't worry.
I mean, I did. Then you told him, Connor, please tell me.
That's right, and he was unable to. Instead, which is what I'm criticizing.
Finish your outro. You know what an outro is for? It's for summarizing your arguments and then telling people where they can find you. Not bringing up a brand new fucking topic of debate.
I thought outros for interrupting the people with bullshit that are trying to give their outro. Oh, no, that's what you thought it was. Bullshit. So anyways, I'll finish my point come hell or high water. So you can't give an example of that. Connor also can't tell you, for example, Trump was suggesting reluctantly to use the National Guard because Democrat governors and mayors were purposefully allowing these riots to get out of control, while Mad Dog Mattis was talking about Trump being too divisive. I wonder if Mad Dog Mattis spoke up after January 6th to the deploying of the National Guard. I wonder if he spoke up about subways in New York right now that are deploying the National Guard. Guard. Militarization? Oh my God. I bet it didn't even hear Connor talking about that though. That's weird that all of our generals were silent. Once with Trump hypothetically deploying the National Guard, that was beyond the pale. But when Democrats actually do it, the same generals that Connor seems to be worshiping, all of a sudden they're silent and Connor's perfectly fine with it because they're principled. Trust them, they're principled.
Okay,
what is there to say about, here we go. Here, fuck you, I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish, you fucking idiot. No, you want to interrupt?
Idiot. You know what the difference is? It's the demands of the states for National Guard, you stupid fuck, not the executive branch.
It's so ridiculous. So now his arguments, it's okay.
It's so ridiculous. Dude, I can't listen. I literally
then
have to
get the fuck out,
this
man.
This is the most anti-American bullshit
listen to this
that has
guy.
ever been
listen
uttered
to
in the
guy.
fucking goddamn outro ever.
Listen to this guy.
Point. It's
You're fucking, like, of course you have to interrupt. Again, you can't even this is what Progressive Victory Pack teaches you, I guess, right? He's the most unprincipled person here, pretending to care for these values and yet sticking up for and getting paid by groups that are specifically antithetical. I don't even have to argue the points more specifically than everyone who watched this could see that Connor has such Trump derangement syndrome. He's literally cheering for the Constitution to be subverted and for generals to overrule him. He would have the same if scientists went against Trump.
Who wants to deploy the National Guard against the wish of the governors.
Interrupting. Every time you interrupt, I'm going to talk another 3 minutes.
Stupid shit.
Hi, are you okay with this?
Show me one time.
Just do what you want.
Show me one time where I said that we should deploy. Where did I say that? I said, what did specifically Trump advocate for that Mattis was? You don't have an answer.
Stop talking about this.
Shut the fuck up. I'm going to talk about whatever I want. I'll talk about. Did you tell Jeb?
If you're going to talk about National Guard deployment, then you're a fucking idiot.
Get out. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to give my closing statement. I didn't tell you what to say in your closing statement. I know you think you're some big shit just because Brianna you tapped you on the shoulder. No one gives a fuck, dude. No one cares. You've made a name for yourself trying to make
that's why I think I'm
we
cool.
gotta open.
All right, now I'll finish my opening statement then, or my closing statement then, right? If I can not get interrupted. So the idea that it was ridiculous that this was allowed to occur. Mattis didn't speak up about the Democrats allowing this to occur. This point I'm trying to make. Connor specifically is someone who will, orange man bad, will cheer for the subversion of our country. The last thing I have to say about him before I get to Jeb Tan is he said he just wants to preserve the public. Laugh out fucking loud. He's working for, getting paid by, and voting for a dude that is literally tearing the fabric of the republic apart right now. That's what he's doing. He's voting for the party that was all for the FISA warrants and wiretaps against Trump. He's voting for the weaponization of government against parents at school board meetings. He's voting for the weaponization of government and pushing for censorship of conservatives online. That's what he's voting for, saying it's all about preserving the public. It is self-evidently true. He's full of shit. The last thing I have to say, and I can't believe I have to do this, is Jeb Tan, you really are a fucking lefty progressive, aren't you? My feelings are hurt that you made fun of Connor, and I don't like what I'm seeing.
I literally said my feelings aren't hurt.
Interrupting again. Here we go.
I said there's so much anti-Connor. There's got to be some counter argument.
There we go. There we go. What a fucking crybaby. What an absolute fucking worthless statement. I think that there's too much pushback on Connor, and I didn't like what I heard. What the fuck ever. It's so ridiculous. I'm tired of you whiners. It's clear what's going on, right? Whiners. Jeb Tan makes this argument. He admits pragmatically in the short term Trump would be better, right? But then it's just his feels that if Trump wins it. You done?
Oh, okay. No, I mean, I can keep going if you want to give me the time. I'll take it.
I'm not done. My outro's going forever because I keep getting interrupted. Did anybody else get interrupted in their outros?
Get mad when somebody gives one counter argument to something they've been arguing against the entire panel. So when you get pissy that I'm arguing in favor of Connor's principle, that's you getting emotional about it because I am simply giving some level of representation to the counter argument. So if that bugs you that much, it's likely because most of your arguments cannot stand when opposition is present.
No, it's not that it bugged me that much. It's the point that we have to take in the idea that, well, we have to look at, like, I don't like this because Connor's a good person and he donated to this and that. It's fucking bullshit. It's lefty bullshit.
It's just that you're
there
wrong.
You go, I
didn't say I don't like it.
Did anybody else? Did we interrupt you? Did we interrupt Connor with the stupid shit you were saying? I sat here and listened to you go on that stupid diatribe without interrupting you.
You literally argued for the National Guard to be deployed against the will of governors, you fucking idiot.
There we go. Once more with Connor interrupting, can't help himself.
We're done.
Again,
we're done
all right.
with that.
So the last thing I'll say is, Where was I here? Let's see. How longer can I draw this out with these fuckers interrupting me the whole time? It's clear that Jeb, right, was more, he doesn't have a principle to what he's saying in this sense. He hasn't thought it through because he makes this argument that pragmatically Trump would be better in the short term, ignores all of the excesses of Biden and how things could get more corrupt and more people locked up, more censorship, etc. Ignores the fact that there wouldn't be that high of a chance of a left-wing Supreme Court. But he just asserts without any evidence whatsoever, which Lactoid pushed back against very well, was like, what is your guarantee if Trump doesn't win in 2024, he won't be the nominee again in 2028? He just goes, my feels, because he'll have lost twice in a row.
I just got bits to end your outro, so go ahead and finish up.
Now, if you got money for it, that's fine.
I got paid.
I will say, I thought you've been a fine moderator, and if you got bits, that's fine. But you should really stop people.
Hold on. I got you.
Oh no,
I'm gonna donate. I'm donating money so you finish, baby. Let's go.
Oh,
no,
it's fine. It's fine.
Go ahead, no, Rob. No. I just spent money. You finish strong.
I got a hype train so you can finish. So,
yeah, you finish, baby. Let's go.
I'm just saying he hasn't thought through his position, right? He has no guarantee. And so why would you take a known short-term ill for the hope that you just have no factual basis for? Just, well, if Trump loses twice, he won't win again. I don't think there's any factual basis for that. And I think the argumentation's much better. What's going to happen is people will blame correctly the lawfare against Trump and the corruption, and him or whoever he anoints will be the person that wins the nominee in 2028. The best chance to have Trump not be the nominee is to actually have him win, and then maybe you could have someone that could go to the right of him on policy, as opposed to him being a martyr, which is what's occurring now.